All right, we're going to talk about supplements today. And I have a fairly long list. I'm going to apologize in advance because this is not the most entertaining. These aren't the most entertaining slides. I'm going to do a lot of talking here. And there's probably some supplements that I didn't add because I don't think that they're necessary, or maybe they're a little bit more specialized. So if there's anything that I didn't go over that you want to know about, please reach out and ask. Or if you have questions about any specific supplements, whether you should start taking them, then also please ask. So let's start with probably the most popular supplement. It's definitely one of the most well-researched supplements, and that is protein powder. Protein is an obvious there. Protein is a macronutrient. It's extremely important for so many reasons. It is what helps you live and thrive. There are different types of protein powders. There is whey protein powder, and there's various kinds. Whey isolate, casein protein, egg white protein, beef protein. It seems like there's new protein powders coming out all of the time. The type will depend on you. I always highly suggest people start with a whey protein or a whey isolate protein. If you are someone that struggles with dairy, then whey isolate, especially the Titan Nutrition brand, may work really, really well for you. If you're like, a heck no, like totally, then egg whites or beef protein may work well for you. And this is something that it's definitely not cheating. It is certainly something that can help you hit your protein goals and do it in a pretty delicious way. So this is something that I really just suggest everybody has as a supplement. And let me back up a little bit. When we talk about supplements, these are things that it's in the name. Supplement. They're a supplement to your diet. We're not looking to these things to fix our problems. It's not going to be quick fixes, etc. These are just things that can potentially help you and are things that you can add because your diet in and of itself is giving you a lot of what you need, and then your habits, your actions, your behaviors are filling in a lot of that as well, and these are a supplement. The next one is creatine. So this is something that I really would suggest most people take. Like, even if I don't have any grandparents alive, but if I did, I would suggest that they take this as well, even if they are not athletes. So creatine helps with building muscle and tissue. It helps with performance and tolerance in intense exercise. It aids recovery. It can help prevent or decrease or healing from muscle injury. And the really, really cool thing about it is that it may improve cognition. So especially as you age, this is really cool that it's helping with brain function and being quicker. Obviously, I haven't taken my creatine today yet. Being quicker, being able to process things. And a suggestion for creatine is taking 3 to 5 grams per day. The next one is going to be a multivitamin, and this is just something that kind of helps cover your bases. Again, a lot of your vitamins and minerals really should be coming from your food, and that is why you will often hear nutrition coaches stress the importance of whole foods, and that's why we focus a lot on your macronutrients, your micronutrients, and your fiber, because you're getting a lot of your vitamins and minerals through your food. If you want to cover all your bases, then a multivitamin may be something that you add. Magnesium, a favorite of mine, and also something that I'm not going to blindly tell everybody to take. However, most people would really benefit from this. There are different kinds of magnesium, so this is something to be aware of. Don't just go out and buy like plain out magnesium. Look into specific kinds. I will say that magnesium glycinate is a favorite of mine. It is one of the forms that it has a high absorption rate, and it's very, very helpful for various things. So magnesium is something that helps with muscle and nerve function. It can help with blood sugar regulation and blood pressure. It can help with bone health. It can help with energy production, decreasing inflammation in the body. It can help promote relaxation and sleep, stress reduction. It can help with mental health because it also kind of by ways can help reduce depression and anxiety. And it also can greatly help with gut health and having regular bowel movements. Caffeine, maybe something you're a little surprised to see on here. And this is something that I think most people have on a daily basis. And there are definitely some negatives when it comes to caffeine. It can be very disruptive for sleep. It can increase anxiety, stress, etc. So this is something just to pay attention to the amounts when you're having it, etc. But we're going to talk about the benefits of it. Athletic performance, especially with endurance, speed, and it can help reduce fatigue. It can help with migraines, and it can potentially help with prevention of some diseases and organ health in your body. Everybody tolerates caffeine a little bit differently, so just kind of pay attention yourself in how much caffeine you're getting in a day, where it's coming from, when you are having it, and if it is disrupting anything, then just kind of playing around with those things. Omega-3s. So fish oil or omega-3s, and I also put krill oil, algae oil, which may be something that if someone is more plant-based, then they're not going to take one of these, but omega-3s, fish oils are going to be the one that I highly recommend. I'm going to send a link in the bottom here for Titan Nutrition, which I love their omega-3s. I love their protein powder, their creatine. Their multivitamins are great. And then I get magnesium from them through the sleep. So I will link all of those for you as well. But omega-3s can help lower blood pressure. They can help reduce triglycerides in the blood. They can help reduce joint inflammation, help nourish your brain and your eye function, help prevent and alleviate dementia, depression, asthma, migraines, diabetes, and it can help reduce the risk and prevention with heart disease and even with ischemic strokes. So this is something that omega-3s you can get through fat sources as well. So things like walnuts, fattier fish in general, flaxseed, but omega-3 supplement is another way that you can add those into your diet as a supplement. I'll move my face here. Okay, so these are some of the ones that are like really more optional. You may use some of these, you may not. When it comes to supplements, I'm very aware of they are expensive, and these are things that we use very often. So I'm very cognizant of this being a reoccurring payment that people are making. And I want to make sure that this is an investment. It's not a waste of money for you. So that's why I have recommendations on certain ones more than others. Again, supplements are not magic pills. So EAAs or BCAAs or amino acids, essential amino acids, branched chain amino acids, that's what these stand for. And just what these are is they're the building blocks of protein when your body digests protein, like if you're going to eat a steak, for example, then it's going to break down into amino acids and then go do its thing. So this is just what it is. These can be great, but if you're eating enough protein and if you're using a different protein supplement, you're getting in enough protein on a daily basis, then this may not be something that you necessarily need. Protein bars or protein snacks or protein drinks like the pre-made core powers or protein chips or protein pop tarts, protein bars, etc. These are great things that are like a grab and go, or maybe you are using that as kind of like a sweet treat where you're still getting in fairly solid macros and things that are supportive for you. They're totally not necessary. Some of them are really freaking delicious and some of them aren't. So play with that as you want and use them in ways that support you. Electrolytes. So these are things that they're natural. A lot of people don't need to supplement with the electrolytes or because they're also available in our food. And I would guess you're sitting here, you're not a sedentary person, but sedentary people don't need to drink a lot of electrolytes. And electrolytes are a big thing these days. You may have heard of a story of a woman who drank 3 liquid IVs per day and she was just sitting on the couch and had to go to the emergency room. So this is something that these are going to be really beneficial if you are highly active, if you're drinking a lot of water, if you're sweating a lot. These are great. They may be a good way to like add into your water to add some flavor as well, but also just being mindful when you're using them. So these are minerals. The main electrolytes are sodium and chloride or salt, which is another way you can get it. It's just salting your food a little bit extra. Magnesium, we talked about that before. Potassium, calcium, and these are essential for life functioning. They're essential. They have to do with the water in your body, the pH of your blood, and nerve and muscle functioning. So they are necessary, but not always necessary as a supplement. But you may use these, like especially in the summers when I personally use them a lot more, and I have my clients maybe use them a little bit more. Pre-workout, I'm not going to go super deep into this. There's different versions. Everybody has their own kinds. Again, I really like the Titan brand. They have both a non-stim and a stim, and that just essentially means there's either caffeine in it or not. Stim is caffeine, non-stim is no caffeine. And then there's various other things that are in it, but it's in the name. You take your pre-workout. It is meant to help you with that workout, potentially help with recovery as well. So this may be something you use, may be something that you don't, or maybe you just have a little bit of caffeine before your workout. Joint supplements, various different kinds. These generally are used to help with inflammation in the body, especially in the joints, and sometimes pain management with those. There's various different kinds. The research is kind of out on effectiveness on these, but some people really, really like them, so it may be something to deep dive into. Fiber, again, you should be getting most of this through your food. Some people will take a fiber supplement like a Metamucil, and we know that fiber helps with your gut. It can help with blood sugar regulation. It helps with regular bowel movements. It can help with disease prevention. So fiber is really, really important, and most of the time I want people to get it in through their food, or they can use psyllium husk, which is the main ingredient in things like Metamucil. Or if you really, really need, then you can get a dedicated fiber supplement like that. But I think it's a kind of a waste of money. Greens and reds. So these are things that a lot of people like. There are definitely benefits to them. Vitamins and minerals, that's essentially what they are. I still want people to eat their fruits. I still want people to eat their vegetables. The greens powders or reds powders get you a whole bunch of vitamins and minerals in that powder. So this could also be an alternative to a multivitamin sometimes. So organ support, immune support. The Titan Nutrition ones have added digestive enzymes and prebiotics, which is essentially fiber. So that they also really help with gut health and helping with bloating and things like that. And then collagen, this is one I get asked about a lot. Collagen's natural in the body. It is mostly supportive for connective tissues, so skin, hair, nails, bones, muscles, tendons, ligaments. The thing to note here is that collagen is not a complete protein. So when you're looking for proteins or if you're using collagen supplements, just remembering that you're getting more things like just different amino acids in it and not a complete protein. So I would suggest not using it as a main protein source, but it may be beneficial in other ways. All right. Again, I will include a link that will give you also a very special discount code for Titan Nutrition. Full transparency, I also get money back when you use that code, and that will support that guy right there. But if you have questions about other supplement companies, I want you to use what works best for you. And I'm never going to recommend anything that I don't fully believe in or know about. And if you have any questions about supplements in general or what maybe you should be using, then please ask.